I want to tell you a little bit about the development of a particular cymbal that we really kind of scratched our heads on, because it's a very unique sound and one that we're really proud of, and I know Neil is too. And I just want to show you what it takes to actually make some of these sounds when you've got a factory that's 3,000 miles away and an artist out here in Los Angeles testing cymbals. So what we do is we just try to pick their brain, find out what they're looking for, and then put that into metal and just see where it leads and go from there based on the following descriptions. When we began to work on the Diamondback, Neil wasn't thinking, well, it has to have jingles or anything like that. It's just I want a sizzle type of China cymbal. So we started with more of a traditional type of China cymbal, and we mounted the rivets the way Chinas are typically mounted, but not like a switch where it's mounted like this yet. This one with the rivets is meant to be played like this. Anyway, he decided, well, it should have a ride application too, and that doesn't work so well with the China mounted like this. We needed to kind of go in this direction. And we just tried several different things. And this goes back to a period in 2006. You know, this batch, for example, is from November 15th, 2006, letter J. This model didn't work, so we move on. Something slightly different. Not quite what he was looking for, still a long way away. Three pretty similar prototypes there, and then more of a radical departure. Love that, that's a good one. Something incredibly hammered. Remember, he did not like that ride sound. Too stiff. Whenever you hammer a cymbal that much, it gives it a stiff kind of sound, and it gives it a more of a platy stick when you ride on it. And again, he's decided, well, it's not really working, so let's try something radical. Let's put jingles on it and see what happens. A really unique lip on that cymbal, but again, not quite there. Try a natural finish. Getting closer, but not enough jingle sound necessarily. So put 4 of them on there. That one had a more unusual crash sound to it. It wasn't quite working for him. Nope, he was definitely set on the jingles at this point. This was the closest model right before we got to the final model, and you'll notice that the jingles are just a little bit out of the trough of the cymbal. And check this out. Notice how it really chokes the cymbal off? So we're there sound-wise, but the jingles aren't working with the cymbal. So what we did was we took these jingles, moved them right in the trough, so they're just touching on either side. And what you have here is Neil's personal Diamondback off the Snakes and Arrows kit with the jingles right in the trough. And you notice it's got more of a smooth decay, right? It doesn't gate the cymbal. So it makes a great effect china, makes a great crash ride, very unique effect, and we had a lot of fun making the cymbal, but you can see we just didn't pull it out of thin air. It goes through a lot of different stages before we eventually get to that particular sound, which you got to admit, it's probably very hard to describe that type of sound, that, you know, if somebody was hearing that in their head, right? But this is the 20-inch Paragon Diamondback. It's hammered like an HHX with the large hammer. It's also AA hammered. It's got a nice wide lip, nice high